Let me see. Oh God, here's one from Husey.
Okay, wait a minute. Wait 1 second.
The subject is Billy and YouTube. Billy may not like that Johnny Gargano is on Raw, but clearly wrestling fans are liking wrestling more than usual at the minute, because I can happily report that as of August 29th, the Keep It 100 YouTube has officially passed 43,000 subscribers and has passed 30 million views. Wow, it's quite a milestone.
Very
so
good.
thank you, K100 fans, and just remember, every time you think you're trolling the page, all you're doing is adding to the view count. Conan and Hughes always win. P.S. Oh, here we go. He's going to get – okay, you ready for this, Conan? Get the kazoo ready. Maybe I have to ban him from the mailbag for a week. P.S. What do you think about thigh slapping? P.S. Has America gotten soft? P.S. What do you think about thigh slapping? P.S.
Okay, wait a minute.
Does Conan want to go in the Hall of Fame? Yeah. P.S. Who's your modern-day Four Horsemen? P.S. How can AW fix their TV product? P.S. What was it like when Rey Mysterio took off his mask? P.S. Block Juan Unda. P.S. What do you guys think about thigh slapping? Let's suspend him from the mailbag for a couple weeks, Joe.
All right.
Right. Plus, not only that, every single how long has he been working with us, Joe?
Well, he's being sarcastic and trying to.
I know, but how many years have you been working with us?
I think it's like 3. Yeah, something like that.
3?
Yeah.
And he's put up. Well, he says 30 million people watch our clips and all that. Okay, he knows the answer to every single question he just posed. Okay.
I know. Yeah, he knows. Next is from here we go. Next is from Sean Davis.
I gave him the cruise ship flow.
Yes.
Yeah. The subject is diet plan for Eddie Kingston. Hey guys, I know the title of the email seems like me being a but in all seriousness, I'm really not. I know Eddie Kingston was angry with being called fat and even lashed out at Disco on Twitter. My question for Disco is, you always look in great shape, so if Eddie came to you and genuinely wanted help from you, how would you help him? What type of foods and meal plan would you put him on, and what would it look like? Would you measure his fat? Would you have him do light or HIIT cardio in the morning? Perhaps weight training with some supersets and less rest between regular sets to burn fat and build lean muscle at the same time. I'm curious to know how you'd help this man and others like him that are around his size. Eddie reminds me a lot like my friends who are not in good shape and would lash out at people when they tried to help. I'd tell them to take care of their health and please lose weight in a very respectful manner, and they would curse me out and say, well, I make more money than you, or quote, you're just jealous because my house is better than yours, unquote, or some dumb that had nothing to do with the original subject. Then a few years later, these guys would get diabetes, heart disease, stroke, or other ailments, and in the end, making tons of money and having a big house didn't help them. It's nice to have wealth, but for me, it's all about your health. Thanks, and that's from Sean Davis. All right, so obviously this is about, this past week, just to reiterate what happened here, okay, because I was playing poker, and I'm on my phone watching. I'm at the South Point playing poker. I had a couple drinks in me, and I'm on my phone just on Twitter and stuff and things. So this thing pops up on YouTube or on Twitter where it shows somebody posted the angle that they scrapped that AEW shot on TV with Sammy and Eddie Kingston. Okay, and Eddie Kingston. So Sammy was in the ring, him and Tay Conte, and Sammy called Eddie a fat piece of okay? So when it comes on the big screen, okay, Eddie's in the back on the big screen with him and Ruby Soho. And Eddie actually said this. Okay, now this is a wrestling promo and stuff and thing. Eddie actually goes, oh, you're going to body shame me? Like he said that to the crowd. Like he used that terminology, like this new, this body, like you can't call people, you can't talk about fat people because that's body shame, okay? And this is a professional wrestler. And it's just got to be aggravated, that this stuff now it's not just the fans. This stuff has kind of infiltrated its way into the performers that are buying this stuff, like using the terminology like body shaming. So it's just aggravated me, and I made a tweet. It was pretty harsh. Joe, you want to read it?
Yeah, Disco's tweet was, wrestlers and fans need to put a full stop on this fat shaming. The wrestlers being fat shamed need to put the effort into the gym and diet instead of playing victim. Do the work and stop embarrassing this industry.
Okay, and then what I meant by embarrassing this industry, I meant I don't mean like, because people are saying, well, what about Dusty Rhodes and Earthquake, all these other things. I don't mean that if you're overweight, you're embarrassing the industry. If you're crying about it, that's embarrassing. Okay, like if you're crying about not being in shape, that somebody's telling you you're not in shape, and you're crying about it, and say, "Oh, you're going to call me names," bro. That's I'm sorry. This isn't. It's wrestling's still supposed to be an alpha male business, an industry, a sport. Like people are paying to see, people fighting, talking, fighting each other. And just my thing on this was like, bro, Eddie Kingston, we've talked about before. The guy has a main event mouth. He's one of the best promos in the business, but his deal is like he wants to be the real guy. Like we talk about that, like in the promos, like that like that's his gimmick. So now when somebody else is getting real talking about you, now it's like, okay, well, no, that's too real. And I'm like, come on, but what's going on here? Like this is not good for his brand, for one thing, because he's supposed to be a New York tough guy, and he's talking about being body shamed as somebody called him fat. And I'm just saying, bro, we've spoken about this on the show. We did a discussion about Eddie Kingston a while back, maybe a couple months ago, where I had said some like the thing Joe you had said, could he be world champion? And I said a couple months ago, no, he has to get in shape for that spot. And it's not, he doesn't have to do a lot. He just has a belly. And it's just not, with what he wears and stuff and everything, it's not good for the look that the image that he's trying to portray. If he's going to look like that, he just needs to lose 20 pounds or take some, add some to his chest to make him look more stocky instead of like the way he looks now. Dusty Rhodes was fat, but Dusty looked stocky. Earthquake looked stocky. Like they had size. Eddie just looks like he's 20 pounds overweight, and it's all in the belly, which is easily correctable for anybody. Like I said, diet and exercise. Go on what I would call the no sugar, no grains diet. Just don't eat bread, pasta, rice, or complex carbs. Just eat meat, fish, chicken, and vegetables, and do progressively hard cardio. And you can take that weight off in a month. But like if the guy does not want to put the effort in and wants to embrace this and wants to be the real guy, and he's going to get mad when somebody – bro, they had to scrap the match over this. Mm-hmm. They had a pay-per-view match that had to be scrapped because Sammy Guevara cut a promo on Eddie Kingston as like being the real guy and stuff and called him fat, and he got mad and he pie-faced him when they came back to the curtain, and they have to scrap the match. And then Sammy had to go on social media in this groveling apology and talk about – usually we talk about beforehand things that are off limits, and you don't talk about things like it's just I don't know. That's my take. I still think Eddie Kingston as a performer. I like Eddie Kingston. I like his. I said the guy cuts great promos. He's got a main event mouth. But if you want a higher spot on the card, the spot you should begin because your mouth is so good, you got to get in shape. And it's not. And then this is not. I'm not trying to be mean or anything. That's just a reality. And it's like that now. But when I say that, his fans are attacking me. Basically telling him, no, you don't have to get in shape. No, you don't. You're a jobber. What do you know? And I'm like, is my message wrong here, Conan? What did you think about this? And what did you think about all this when it was going down on Twitter?
I just thought that really you're getting that mad over that, and because you shoot on your promos on people, but I almost think because he was always kind of bad mouthing Sammy, and I don't know if it was storyline or they had some underlying heat I didn't know about, and then the pie face took him over. And I'll give you an example. When we were in Impact, I forgot exactly what Raven did to me, but I was really mad at him. And I remember that at one of the TV tapings, he finally said something. It was something stupid that just put me over the top. And I went and I either pushed him or I confronted him. But we were about to throw, and everybody came in and they separated us. Mm-hmm. So it could be something that had been adding up for a while. And then when he said the fat thing, he just said, F it. You can tell Eddie suffers from mental health issues. So do I, So, I mean, everybody's different. What pisses him off may not piss you off. What pisses me off may not piss Joe off. And you never know what's going to trigger somebody or he's around Sammy every week. Maybe Sammy's doing to annoy him and he just went off. I don't know. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Well,
it's almost like when Will Smith went up and slapped this guy, right. And then like a couple months later, he's like, man, I f***ed up. Yeah, you did f*** up.
Well, let's go over Eddie's response here. Read that tweet. This is so silly. It's ridiculous.
So Eddie responded, you never did the work and the boys kept you around to laugh at you. I remember hearing the story where Big Show farted in your face. You ain't a man.
When you read that show, you have to read it like this, though. Okay?
Angry?
You have to read it like this. You never did the work, and the boys kept you around to laugh at you. I remember hearing the story where Big Show farted in your face. You ain't a man. That's what that tweet sounds like. The voice of that tweet should sound like that, not from the voice of Eddie. Can't believe Eddie Kingston. That's his response. Like, obviously, he was upset,
Yeah.
But bro, the Big Show. the Big Show farted in my face. If the Big Show might have been in front of me in a situation, he farted like and stuff. But bro, we didn't have like a lot of back in WCW. Cody, remember, bro? There wasn't like a lot of farting in the locker room and stuff because we had the girls around.
Right.
You know, like we did the Nitro girls. Like it wasn't like this. You know, like the guys farting all the time and stuff. That was never like really a thing. You know, but like you could fart and like be a joke and everybody laugh and stuff and thing. But I, you know. That I didn't do the work. Everybody just looks, come on, that's ridiculous. I was one of the more active performers on TV and house shows in that company when I was there. Like I was on.
Well,
like,
he's clapping back. He's not going to put you over, dude.
Of course not. But the way he clapped back at me is just like it's not even an insult. I don't. It's just wrong. Like the stuff he said.
But the people that don't know you or know about you or follow him are going to agree with him.
Right. Exactly. Which is what happens. They think, oh, that Big Show farted in your face, and like the visual picture is like the Big Show's ass is on my face and he's farting,
holding
like
it down or something. Yeah,
like, I don't know. It's like there was a funny story that Jake told me, and he's told other people this. I think he's told this story out to maybe other things that Andre used to sit on him.
Right.
Okay, and sit on him in the ring and fart on him.
Yeah, in the corner. Yeah.
You know, during the match.
Yeah.
You know, like I've only wrestled the Giant like twice, and I think both times were on Nitro or Thunder, and that never happened. So whatever. But yeah, I just like I don't have any skin in the game in this business. So as a commentator of professional wrestling, I can kind of say what I want.
Yeah, but you got to remember,
but I'm gonna get.
And we've talked about it ad nauseum. What a tremendous word to be using by a Latino while on a podcast.
Yeah.
Bro, this is a very, very sensitive generation. The millennials, which is what he is, and the Gen Z, they're very sensitive. And it's okay for them to talk, but you can't say anything back. You can't bring up, like body shaming to me is an excuse to stay fat. It's like, hey, get in shape, dude. Not just him, anybody that's fat. Like I was watching them TV awards and they had like this, I don't even know what the guy's name was. He was some black overweight guy with, you know what he looked like? He looked like, remember that character they have in NXT now that was going like,
oh yeah.
And he was over the top. Okay. Looked like him, but he had a very well manicured beard. Okay. And he was wearing like see-through stuff and really fat and like twerking. I was like, what are you doing, dude? And, like just kind of like celebrating his overweightness. Then Lizzo came out. Mm-hmm. And I was like, dude, like cover up.
Did you hear about this comedian that got railed for calling Lizzo fat? This guy was like,
I saw that clip.
Yeah.
Well, what is she then?
Bro, you can't even say that anymore. It's like fat positivity is like this thing, but it's like, we're trying to normalize, obesity.
Yeah, and then the thing is, it's like
issue, it's crazy.
Yeah, and so there's some, I know there's guys that like chunky girls like Hernandez, nothing, or Halloween, nothing, and I'm afraid to throw a couple guys under the bus.
Right.
But some people don't find it sexy. Me being one of them.
Let me. Do you want to see it? I got the clip of. It's Ari Spears, the comedian. You want to take a look at it? It's pretty short. Yeah.
This was fun. You got ripped for this too.
Yo, you know somebody that actually make good music, man? Lizza.
Lizzo?
Yeah, bro. Have you heard her, yo? Like as a songwriter, yo.
I can't get past the fact that she looks like the emoji.
Yo.
Very beautiful girl. She's got a very pretty face, but she keeps showing her body off. Like, come on, man. Come on, yo. I'm sorry. Listen, I ain't the most in shape in the world, but I still, when you funny and you got swagger and confidence and you decent looking, I think I'm at least handsome, you get. But a woman that's built like a plate of mashed potatoes is in trouble.
Oh, hey. I'm sorry, but musically, yo, she go hard, man. She a good songwriter, though.
Oh, yo, she's dope. Her music hard, her body ain't.
Oh, man.
Uh-oh, here they come. The wall of Braveheart, like the battle on the field coming over the hills. Are you ready for a war? You can hear the horses thumping on the around. It's about to, here he come. Who that think he is? Be body shaming, fat.
Hey, yo. It's another thing, yo.
You know what kills me?
Yo.
Hold on. You know what kills me about women is the hypocrisy and the contradiction. Yes, queen, slay, queen. Yes, queen, slay. Yeah, girl, your confidence. Diabetes, heart problems, heart disease, cholesterol. Y'all claim womanhood and about sisterhood and support for your sister, when it come to that ridiculous. But if you really gave a why wouldn't you go, black girl, we love you. We love your confidence, boo-boo. But this ain't it. This ain't it. That's the real love. Y'all will jump on me for making jokes, but y'all won't be real and go, sister, put the eclair down. This ain't it. It's treadmill time.
Speaking of that, right, because she does have issues.
What'd you think of that, Coney?
Well, I can't say I disagree.
Yeah,
And so
he got railed for that, and it's like there's just a lot of truth in that. It's like you can't even speak the truth these days. Sometimes,
right?
You're just going to get fans. People that have fans, their fans will attack you no matter what. They'll just come after you. The thing with me is, jobber, you never draw a dime. You didn't do, all this. It's like, I've got, these people don't understand the thick skin I have. I haven't blocked one single person that's tweeted. So